Hello. Many of you have probably heard or see some clips about the Ice Bucket Challenge for a way to raise awareness and money for the ALS disease, also known as the Lou Gehrig disease. And no, just in case you're wondering, nobody challenged me so far. And as I said a few days ago, make me wonders about my friendship and connection and social network that everybody seems to have been challenged and well, we see a lot of celebrities filming themselves and trying to do something about it. And since it became viral, as we it says in the web lingo, since it became popular, some people start to criticize this. Some saying that, well, now that is has become like everybody doing it, it's a bit tacky and even a bit vulgar. Some people are saying, there's way much worse thing happening in this world than this disease. So why not giving it your money to Syria, to fighting Ebola in Western Africa? Other people saying, well, it's just attempt of being narcissistic and trying to put yourself in front of a camera, talking about this generation, YouTube generation. People say that we have to put ourselves in front of a camera so everybody can see us on the screen and to have a few moment of fame. Many things have been said about this. And yes, it's a fad. It will disappear. They have raised what, over 25 million through this campaign instead of the 2 million they usually do. And next year probably they will be back at 2 million. I don't know. And yes, it's something of people promoting themselves. A lot of people are doing that, like celebrities, actors, singers. So said, "Hey, look, I'm cool. I'm giving to charity. Love me. Buy my book. Buy my disc." It remained that a lot of people learn about this disease, which was not my case. About 20 years ago, I met this man, Thomas Champagne. We studied together in history department at l'Université Laval in Quebec City, and he was a very close friend of my wife. I said he was because he was affected, diagnosed with this disease, and he died, of course, because life expectancy is about between 2 and 5 years. When you have this disease, there's no way out. That's why maybe you remember a few years ago Sue Rodriguez that went in front of Supreme Court asking for permission to kill herself with some assisted suicide, because she was diagnosed with this disease and there's no cures and there's no way out, and it is pretty difficult disease. Literally, your muscle just gave up, but your brain is still there, and basically you died suffocating because the muscle activating your lungs stopped working, but not like in one day. It's a very long and painful process. So I know someone. And so I guess this disease is, and I forgot about it. I have to admit, I'm not proud of it, but I forgot about this disease. I forgot lately about and this campaign brought this disease back in my head, and I remember Thomas. And also, this campaign also reminds us about charity. Does it take a stunt, a publicity stunt, to invite people to be generous? Why not? Why not? Yes, it's so wonderful when people are drawn by him from its side and being generous. It's so wonderful when it comes from their belief in God that they receive so much that it's their duty, it is what is right and just to give back to the people. Some people need some education. We tend to believe that everybody kind of know how to be generous, how much to give, and but the reality is not. For a lot of people, that's not a fact. They need a little push, a little invitation, and to discover what it means to be generous, and seeing that this writing a check most often will not kill you. The disease will kill you when you're diagnosed with you. Writing a check is not gonna kill you. Or if for those who might be struggling financially, they might be generous by offering their time and being a volunteer for ALS, for the Cancer Society, for working for their elderly, for their church. And sometimes it needs a little push, an invitation, an open arm. Said, you know what, I'm doing that. Would you like to come? Would you like to be involved in this cause? And sometimes that's the only invitation people need. I will probably write a check, challenge or not, to LS very soon. I will reflect about how we can be generous. I will probably keep praying for Thomas and family. And I hope all of us will be generous and to extend this generosity to the point that we will invite others around us to be also generous, to pass this little unease to say, you know what I'm gonna lose to invite someone to be generous, what I'm gonna lose to invite someone to volunteer here or there. And that's how I hope what we will try to achieve in the next few days, weeks, months, to remind ourselves that being generous, it's a way of living. And when we start loving it. And we want to do more and more. Have a great week. Share with one another. Take care.